Do you ever feel like manifestation is just another thing on your to-do list that you don't have time for? Like your spiritual practice is something that you have to do? Honestly, you're not alone because I felt that way too. Something that's really changed my relationship with manifestation is blending it into my lifestyle so that no matter what I'm doing, I'm also manifesting. I call this manifestation as a lifestyle, and it's single handedly made the entire manifestation journey more enjoyable for me. And I've seen my desires show up with a lot more ease. Manifesting as a lifestyle has made manifestation go from feeling like a task to something I just naturally do because it's who I am. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've created a step by step guide for you. I'll link it in my show notes so you can check it out.
Hey, love, welcome to Affirm It Express, the mini series within the podcast that's all about giving you a quick spiritual boost. In each episode, I'll share affirmations or a quick tip to help you stay in your best energy. So let's get to the good stuff and affirm it together. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Affirm It Express. Today, we're doing a little bit of a card reading for the month of February. So I usually use like an oracle card deck, but I think I talked about this on the podcast. Maybe I didn't. But last year I went to an Abraham Hicks workshop, and I actually already had this card deck before, but I saw them there and I was like, oh, this would be fun to talk about. So Abraham Hicks, I'm sure you know who they are, but they are an entity channeled through Esther Hicks, and they do like live workshops, and they have a deck. They have different topics that they talk about, but they're one of the OGs of law of attraction, and they have a deck that's called Money and the Law of Attraction. So if you guys listen to my January episode, I am really focusing on really shifting my relationship with abundance, but also other things. And I just like want to get more comfortable talking about money, especially in my business, like in on Affirmation Addict on the podcast. I sometimes avoid it because I know it's such a triggering topic, and I'm like, oh no, like all the different things to manage, and I'm working on it. But I think I'm like finally ready and at like a bulletproof place to really share and help not only myself, but also you listening to expand your money vibration and your field of receiving and the way you kind of show up in the world. So, this deck, Money and the Law of Attraction, it's not necessarily an oracle deck. It's really just like quotes from Abraham Hicks. And I essentially wanted to pull a card because I never focus on money, but I think it would be a really fun one. And I'll probably be talking about more money in February. So I thought it was a nice way to set the tone for the month. So the card I pulled is number 52, where it says, in my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. And it says, the best way to accomplish an improved environment is to focus upon the best things about where you currently are until you flood your own vibrational patterns of thought with appreciation. And in that changed vibration, you can then allow the new and improved conditions and circumstances to come into your experience. Look for good things about where you are, and in your state of appreciation, you lift all self imposed limitations. And this says in parentheses, and all limitations are self imposed, and free yourself for the receiving of wonderful things. So I feel like my takeaway for that is if you are in the state of receiving, and this actually applies to more than just money, there's literally not one hint of abundance or money kind of related to this card, but it says like as you allow yourself to receive and you want yourself to receive, the first step is really appreciating where you are. And I've said this multiple times. I'm sure you've heard this 100 times. And maybe this is your sign to just actually start allowing yourself to appreciate where you are. It is so easy and almost addictive to find little things to complain about. Actually, I had a conversation with Tom where sometimes we find things to correct or complain about because we feel like it shows our value add to the world. And sometimes when you accept and are just comfortable as is, it almost feels like you don't have any of your own opinions. Like it's almost like cool to be outspoken and voice your opinion. And sometimes it feels really, really nice to just allow yourself to go with I'm happy where I'm at and I'm allowed to receive good things. Really, what the card is saying, though, is in your appreciation, you're going to start to naturally eradicate limiting beliefs. And this is saying that all limiting beliefs are self imposed. And as you release those limiting beliefs, naturally, you will open yourself up to receive the wonderful things. So I think this is a really gentle reminder, and I hope it resonated with you. And here's to a February full of love, abundance, and just good energy and lightness. So enjoy the month, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.